So, I'm here watching Lost, the pilot episode, and I'm going to be doing. Oh, let me zoom in just a little bit. I'm going to be doing some Lost-inspired artwork, and hopefully, you guys like it. Might be incredibly boring, but you might also hear some witty dialogue in the meantime. I'm watching it here on my big screen while I've got my. Right now, I'm going to be trying it on watercolor. Got a gin and tonic ready to go, and I'm thinking for these first watercolor ones, I'm basically going to be doing a banyan tree, like I'm Jack, laying down, looking straight up and seeing the blue sky, a little bit of banyan tree, a little bit of the light. So let me go ahead and get some pencil or something. I think we're going to start off with, let's see, we got primary and vintage colors here. So let's start off with the earth and vintage colors. These are some cheap-ass watercolor pencils that I got. I think they'll work fine. So I'm basically going to work with the, let's do a green, and the green is called light olive. So we'll start off with that. Actually, maybe I'm going to start off with the lighter color, just so that I got the, this one's called yellow ochre, because I think this will do a better banyan tree thing to begin with. So this is, we're going to start off with primarily a sketch first, and not sure how well y'all can see this, but we've got to pretend I'm Jack looking straight up, okay? So that means that we've got a lot of this stuff going on right here. I mean, it was pretty thick. Almost, I want to say almost, what is that word? Claustrophobic thick, right? But you can still see the leaves and everything. So. Basically just need to start off with something like this, so I'm not sure if this even was going to show up in here, but there's some very light markings. You can probably see a little bit. It's just enough to give the idea about what we're going to do. I think I'm going to need to rewind it, though, to the beginning just to see what that one Screencap was. So let me do that. So now I'm at the very beginning of the episode again, and then I'm going to pause it in a moment, just so I get my thing here. Okay, so I've got my Screencap right here. It's not everything that I was expecting it to be. My memory is a little bit more forgiving, but definitely got not too much of a blue sky. Got a little bit of the trees going on over here. Okay, so this is basically what I've got right now. So you've got the look up, basically Jack just looking up. So switching this back over. Now all I need to do is get some of the, maybe a little bit of the blue in there. So I'm going to use some of this blue. This is just straight up blue. And I get a little bit going on up in here. And I'm going to end up using a light, like a light water wash in order to basically turn this stuff back into the watercolors. There's going to be a little bit of bleed going on here. I'm just going to lay it out. Nothing too heavy, nothing too dark. Just basically where I'm seeing light. Alright, so we're almost done. Just got a little bit of this going on here. And if you're an art teacher at home, don't sit here and judge me. I'm having fun. Alright. Alright, so we got a little bit of our splotches of blue up in here that'll later get lightly brushed over. And now I'm going to fill in some greens for our banyan trees, and I'm going to go back to using the light olive, and then just start doing some strong colorings in here, because a little bit more, just a little bit more blue, a little bit down here. Go ahead and have just a little bit more of the black. Just a little bit here. This is my fun Friday night, right? All right. So now I'm ready to get my little light water brushings and dump it up over here. Got my little water bowl here. Got to drink some drinky. All right, so I've got my watercolor brush here, very kind of a fine one, but we're just going to do this. I'm just going to I'm going to go basically on the leaves first. So we're going to do the greens first. I'm going to do it in kind of a leafy motion. Let it some more. Don't want to oversaturate the page. Did I say the word leafy motion? I don't know what I was thinking. Is there such a thing as a leafy motion? That I'm not really sure about. Let me hide these pencils so I don't get it dirty. I can set down my brush right here. So, just kind of shallow things. I'm going to go in little circular motions just because it reminds me of the smoke monster and its poofiness. So, go ahead and do this. Now, to be honest with you, this is like probably only the third time in 33 years that I've used watercolors, and I'm doing it mainly because it's like a throwaway. I mean, not that I'm going to throw away, but just that like it's like I don't feel bad for like not doing like an acrylic piece today, you know. Especially when it's like spur of the moment, like I'm not sure how I want to, like what I'm looking to accomplish by doing this. So, but I can tell you that I do like the way the green is coming out. It's very wispy. And yes, that is a word often used in art. It reminds me kind of like that video game Oblivion, Will-O-the-Wisp. So, but I'm getting a good sense for how this watercolor pencils actually provides coverage. So I'll be able to improve upon this technique, I think, pretty dramatically the next time around. And let me show it to you how it looks so far. So it's coming out. Just got to bring it out, bring the color, let it bring out a little bit. I think the secret with watercolors is how you use the pencil to define the color area, and then you bring it out with the paintbrush. Love this part of the episode. Everything, it's like the whole plane is just like destroying. It's just people climbing around, survivors. All right, I think I got all the greens, so that's it. Now I gotta do, I think, the blue, and then we'll do the black last. I'm gonna go rinse my brush really fast. Now for the sky, I'm just gonna try to do straight brush strokes. The blues get infinitely lighter as you work them. Almost to a white. Try to work it up where it needs to be worked. Really getting the color. It's really coming out nicely right now. I'm pretty happy with it. You're going to be okay, but you have to sit absolutely still. Hey, you! Come here! Alright. So I'm going to dab this. Because I don't want to oversaturate the paper. Alright, so this is so far our banyan tree forest from Jack's perspective. So I see where I need to place a little bit more things in here, but we'll be back right after these messages.